Hello, people of the internet, this is Shaky Jake, and I really need a catchphrase. You are watching Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic on impossible difficulty, where previously on KotOR we completed the main game on the light side ending, and that is my preferred ending for this game, and it's the one we're going to stick with. However, I do want to show off what happens if you go dark-sided, because this game pretty much allows you to pick which side you want to be at the very end. You're not like locked into any ending until you make this particular decision. So whilst I am going to stick with the light side ending when I play Knights of the Old Republic 2, and when I'm asked about which version happened, I do want to show off the dark side ending in this game because it does deviate somewhat from the light side ending. So in this particular universe, we are going to side with Bastila at the temple confrontation. And because of that, things are going to deviate quite significantly. And it's an ending I'm not sure if I like or not. It's okay, I don't mind the ending, but it's not my preferred ending. But I can see why people would prefer it if they like the idea of Revan reclaiming his identity and falling to the temptation of being with Bastila permanently, particularly if the romance arc is completed. So, because this is going to get quite difficult, I've taken a lightsaber off Juhani. I'm actually going to unequip pretty much everything so they can't cheat, which I know is bad of me because I have the... I have knowledge ahead of me, so I actually know what's going to happen. But because of impossible difficulty and a number of other factors, this fight has actually been really annoying on my test recordings, which is something else I'm going to talk about in a couple of minutes, because I've had a lot of problems recording again, which I'll explain later on. So we're going to go through this conversation thread again, but we're going to pick some slightly different options.
Revan, I knew you'd come for me. Malak thought you might be afraid to enter the temple again, but he doesn't know you like I do. Not anymore. Not since you've changed.
Quickly, Bastila, come with us. We have to escape before Malak arrives.
Escape? You don't understand. I have sworn allegiance to Lord Malak and the Sith. I am no longer a pawn of the Jedi Council.
A pawn of the Jedi Council? What are you talking about?
Surely you know what I mean, Revan. Look at what the Council did to you. They turned you into their puppet. The same thing they do to all who are truly strong in the Force. They speak of the dark side as if it is something to be feared, but in reality their only goal is to manipulate those who are strong in the Force. The fear of the dark side is a tool to maintain control. Why do you think the Jedi forbid you and Malak from joining the Mandalorian Wars? They knew you would realize your true potential and break free of their domination. Malak has shown me how the Jedi Council have been using me the same way they once tried to use you. They've been holding me back because they knew one day I would surpass them all.
It didn't take long to convert you, did it? I always knew you were weak.
I resisted at first. I endured the Sith torments with the passionless serenity of a true Jedi, emptying my mind. But after a week of endless tortures, I finally saw the truth. Malak forced me to acknowledge my anger and pain. He showed me the liberating power of these emotions. Then he made me see how the Jedi Council has denied me what is mine by right. The Jedi Council gladly used my battle meditation in their wars, but they still treated me like a child, like an inferior. They were jealous of my power, of what I could become. They wanted me to bow and call them master and follow their code and obey their every order. But all the while they were exploiting my battle meditation for their own use.
I like this side of you, Bastila. Now we can truly be together.
You think so, do you? You style yourself the master of the Sith that you once were. To think I once envied you. Your passion, your power. I almost wish you could see things as I do now. I wish you could join me and taste true power once again. Sadly, I doubt you're even capable any longer. With the power of the Starforge, Malak will destroy the Republic and conquer the galaxy. And I will be the apprentice at his side, after I prove my worth by killing you.
Well, that's not going to happen, Bastila, because you're going to join me in a moment.
That is what a Jedi can do.
And Juhani's gonna spam her dialogue, apparently.
You were stronger than I would have thought possible after what the Jedi Council did to you. Seems that Malak was wrong. The power of the dark side is not lost to you after all, Revan.
Now you see the power of the true Dark Lord.
Yes, Revan. I was there when you almost died in the trap set by the Jedi Council. I used the Force to preserve your life. We are forever linked by my actions on that bridge. The Council tried to exploit our bond. They hoped your memories would lead me to the Star Forge. But in our shared visions of the star maps, I also tasted the power of the taint within you. You deserve to be the true master of the Sith, not Malak. I see this now. Together we can destroy your old apprentice. Join with me and reclaim your lost identity.
How can I reclaim my identity if I can't even remember it?
Your mind was too badly damaged to ever fully restore your memories, Revan. But your power, your strength of will, the essence of who and what you are, these things still remain. Once, long ago, you defied the Jedi Council, freeing yourself from their control. You claimed your rightful title of Dark Lord of the Sith. Together we can defeat Malak and take back what is yours.
How do I know you won't betray me?
I need deny my passions no longer, Revan. I would stand by your side gladly. As your lover and apprentice. I swore
Please, we have
Malak
company.
only because I thought you had lost the power you once wielded. But this would be much better. I would be utterly yours, Master. Together we would destroy Malak and you would reclaim the mantle of Dark Lord.
Bastila, please, know your place. No PDA allowed. Yes, together we can rule the galaxy.
Listen to me. The dark side leads to death and destruction. I've seen the horrors the Sith have unleashed on the galaxy. Turn away from this path.
Shut up, old man. Your time is over. The age of the Jedi and the Republic is no more. This is the age of Darth Revan and the Sith.
Don't do this, kid. I don't want to, but I'll fight you if I have to, even if it costs me my life.
That's not a problem. I am the Lord of the Sith. Bow down before me.
A true Jedi would never bow down to the Sith. If this is your decision, I have no choice but to do battle against you.
Kill her. Rend her flesh. Show her the fate of all who dare stand against us. Embrace the power of the dark side.
That's my plan, Bastila. Death to the Jedi.
Yes. The sacrificial blood will consecrate this ancient temple in the name of the Sith. With the death of the Jedi, the rebirth of Darth Revan will be complete.
Yes, these two Jedi. If we kill just these two Jedi, Darth Revan will return. Oh, Bastila's logic is great. Right, Jolee is the more dangerous one, I think, so we're going to focus on him. Oh, and this is the other thing that I noticed when I was testing a few things earlier. Bastila's portrait has disappeared. I have never had this before. I have no idea why this has happened. The only things I can think of are it's a conflict with either the Brotherhood of Shadowmard or it's a conflict with that Bastila's bodysuit thing I installed once and then I had to remove because I couldn't leave this planet. And it also caused problems on the Leviathan, which I never actually showed off. But I've never had this glitch before where a party member's portrait has literally disappeared and become a white box. It's so funny. But it doesn't affect Bastila at the beginning of the game. It's only this part of the game, so I'm assuming it's... I don't know if Dark-Sided Bastila has some slightly different values. I believe she does, because she has a slightly different set of feats and force powers. But we'll get into that in a moment, because I'm talking quite a lot. I'm hoping I don't die here. Right. Let's do this, and hopefully not die. So we get loads of dark side points for that. And yeah, this fight can be insane, but thankfully we took Jolee out with no problems. Okay, Jahani's actually being some... Well done, Bastila, for healing, thank you very much. Oh, Jahani's actually using strategy. They're only worth 50 XP. Come on, they should be worth more than that. So, depending on what gear they have, apparently it's just the robes.
You will have to disable the energy shield around this temple before we can leave. There is a computer here on the temple summit that has access to the power generators. You can also use it to disable the disruptor field that protects the Star Forge. Otherwise, the Ebon Hawk will not be able to leave the planet without crashing.
We know, Bastila. Right. Okay, we're just getting the Jedi robes. I think normally it gives you their whole gear, but maybe not. I could be misremembering. So yes. Yeah, Bastila's just a white box as of right now. It's a very weird bug. I'm not going to start removing every mob to try and fix it, because it's not... I don't think it's a big deal at this point in the game, because this is a bonus episode that I'm doing for the sake of completionist more than anything. Right, so we need to disable everything, which we have done. Journal entry added, and yeah. So normally we should get all of their gear, but for some reason we didn't. Maybe I'm misremembering, and maybe we only get the robes. I don't know, but I'm pretty sure if I normally keep all their stuff equipped, they normally give me everything. But it's no matter, we're only losing some lightsabers. We've got enough lightsabers. But yeah, I've never encountered this glitch before with disappearing party member portraits. It was amusing, but it's also slightly worrying because I need to double check what's going on there. But I just... Again, because this is a bonus episode that I just wanted to make to show off the dark side ending, it's not a big deal to me at the moment. If this was like the beginning of the game, then I would be uninstalling it, making sure everything was okay, yada yada yada. So the reason I haven't recorded in a number of weeks is because of how hot it's been lately. And it's been incredibly hot to the point where I can't function. And anyone who knows me personally will know I can't stand the heat. I can't work in it. I can't function very well in it. I struggle to do anything in the heat. So the last thing I wanted to do was to do some recordings whilst it was boiling. And I don't want to put my fan on whilst I'm recording, because all you'll hear is that, because of how hot it was. So I took a number of weeks off. The reason we're coming back here is for one reason only, and that's just to trick the elders, because you can do that on the dark side path if you decide to go dark sided at this point. And admittedly, I was a bit out of character when I did that dark side thing, because I've been quite nice for most of this game, but who cares, right? This is a parallel universe where Revan decided to go dark sided again. Oh, if only you knew. If only you knew. Oh, you can still lie to them. That's so fun. You fools. I would never destroy the Star Forge. No, we've been betrayed again. Yes, do not let the traitor escape. That's absolutely fine. Oh, wow, they somehow survived that. We're actually taking quite a bit of damage here. How did you survive that? Come on. Okay, we need a stasis on them. Let's keep stasis in them, because this isn't good enough. Wow, they've got really good saves. There we go. I might actually die. I might actually die. Or not. Or maybe I will, because of... Oh, they're back, they're back. Come on. So, that was the other thing I was going to explain as well. When you get Bastila back on the dark side, because this is the only way you can get Bastila back as a party member after she's captured on the Leviathan, she's respect, and she normally has a portrait. So ignore my game. My game's glitched. She does normally have a portrait, and it's exactly the same as what she has at the beginning of the game. She's been respec slightly, so she's only got cure now instead of heal, which is a pain. And she's basically been respec to be a slightly ineffective dark-sided character with one light side power. It's really irritating, because you spend most of the game specking her up, and then BioWare just completely take that option away from you if you get her back on the dark side. So let's level her up, because why not? It doesn't really matter at this point. We've got 2 powers though, so we might as well... actually no, I'll give her Death Field, because she might need that for healing purposes. And I probably should have given her Cure, but... Cure. Should have given her Heal, but... Oh well. I need to heal desperately. What you're supposed to do when you get Bastila is you're supposed to head back to the Ebon Hawk, but I've decided to kill all these people off instead, because I want to just make this species extinct. Because Revan's going a bit power hungry now he's on the dark side. So, let's do this. And hopefully I fixed my recording issues as well, because the last time I recorded this game, my voice was incredibly low, which is very disappointing for a final episode where we've saved the galaxy and everything's hunky-dory. I've hopefully fixed that now. I was messing around with some settings that I shouldn't have messed with, and I got a little bit too cocky and overeager, and I made it worse instead of better. So hopefully that's been averted now. But when I plugged my microphone back in earlier today, I was having other problems where Audacity just didn't want to pick up the microphone very well, as in it was the sound waves were incredibly low, and they didn't look like sound waves at all. They just looked like very small snippets of lines. You couldn't really see it. And then I had to mess around with this game, OBS, I had to mess around with Audacity, and I think it's just a case of how I position the microphone and how I use it. I've never really noticed it before, but, you know, it's one of those things. And I also realised I've been recording with my microphone on stereo for at least a year at this point, when I'm meant to have it on cardioid. I can't pronounce it. It's basically like cardioid or cardioid or something like that. I'm supposed to put it on that because it doesn't pick up as much noise surrounding the microphone, whereas stereo, quite rightly, picks up pretty much everything. So I've changed that setting, so I'm going to see if there's a slight quality improvement, hopefully. I could be wrong, but I'm hoping for an improvement. It's all a learning curve when it comes to recording with microphones. I find them very finicky. It's irritating, but that's just how it unfortunately goes. Now I'm going to hope I've killed everyone here, because this place is a lot smaller than the other settlement where the one lived. Looks like everyone's dead.
What can I do?
Yes.
Yep, Bastila's still there. Lovely. The only annoying thing is I have to have the gain slightly up, because otherwise... Oh no, they're still alive. Cool. I still have to have my microphone gain up at least slightly, otherwise you won't be able to hear my voice whatsoever. Which is weird, because I'm a pretty loud-mouthed guy in real life, as in my voice is quite loud. So I have no clue why my microphone acts as if I'm the quietest person in existence, but I'm just going to put it down to the microphone settings.
You cannot win.
And Bastila is fighting people on her own. Oh yeah, these guys. Stop doing your weird experiments. Can we free these guys? Yeah, we can. Right. Run free. Why have I freed you? No, I just wanted a moving target. Oh, come on. How do you have a weapon? You've been in a cage. And why can't I target you? Game. Or I'll just let Bastila do it. Yeah, that's fine. This is training for Bastila. Right, you. Okay, so they're automatically going to turn on me. Excellent. Right, can you guys actually, like... Yeah, here we go. Targeting was a little bit of a problem but that's fine. They're all dead. So the Rakatans, or the Rakata, if I get it correct, hopefully they're all extinct now, because Revan just doesn't want them in his empire anymore. I think that's everyone dead. Yeah, looks like everyone is pretty much dead. So now we can head back to the Ebon Hawk, because we've done everything we needed to here. I'm pretty sure if you killed the Elder settlement first, and then you went dark-sided and went back to the one, I think you can do the same thing and kill his crew off as well. But I don't do that very often, so I could be misremembering. But yeah, I was having microphone problems today, and it really irritated me. I might still have them, but hopefully not to the same extent. And I am going to try, if not now, eventually I'm going to try a couple of different recording settings one day, just to see if I can improve it further. And then I get more flexibility and control over the gameplay footage and the recording itself. But for now, I'm happy to just keep doing this for a short while, which probably contradicts what I said in the last video when I recorded this, but that's me. I contradict myself quite a lot on stuff like this. Talking of which, I actually bought a very recently. I bought my first ever Star Wars Black Series figure. You know, the figurines that look quite nice, and they've been around for a couple of years. Guess who I bought? Yeah, you're right. I bought Darth Revan, and it looks so good. I'm gonna unbox it at some point, not on this channel, but I'm gonna open it up and put it somewhere. But it's a very nice looking figure. It's the fully robed Revan. So this cutscene's gonna change.
Bastila, you're alive. I was worried about you. For a minute there, I was sure that we'd never see you again once Malak got his... Wait a minute. Where have Juhani and Jolie been, though? Are they okay? What happened inside that temple?
They decided this quest wasn't for them. They've gone on semi-retirement, or at least Jolie has. Jolie's retired fully. Juhani just wants to take some time out. And, yeah, I'll be honest with you, Calf. I went over to the dark side. That's what happened.
What? Wait, what are you talking about?
The Jedi Council has failed, Karth. Darth Revan has been reborn. Together we will destroy Malak and seize control of his fleet, then use it to crush the Republic. Juhani and Jolie would not swear loyalty to the new ruler of the Sith. They died for their foolishness. Now swear loyalty to Darth Revan, or face your own death.
Wait, what? No. We serve the Republic. You are no better than Malak. We'll never swear allegiance to one who serves the dark side.
Okay, so depending on what dialogue option you select here, you can either be stupid or you can be smart. And I like to think Revan is smart. If you don't say option number 2, Bastila pretty much says it. Only you serve the Republic, Calf. You don't speak for the others.
The droids will continue to serve you, Revan. They are programmed to obey their master. And there may be others who will choose to join us. The Republic is doomed. Revan has returned. Who will now swear loyalty to the second coming of the Dark Lord?
You're Revan, and I'll follow you anywhere. It doesn't matter who you're fighting against, I'll be at your side. Mandalorians don't have any great love for the Republic anyway. Light side, dark side,
anywhere?
It doesn't make any difference to me, Revan.
Pronunciation
I'll stick by
there.
you no matter what comes.
See, Canderous, you're a bro. I love you, man. Mission, what about you?
I saw what the Sith did to Terrace. Anyone who serves the dark side is evil. Big Z and I are with Karth on this one. Zalbar, Revan's a Sith, just like Malak. It's not betrayal if you break your life debt now. No, Zalbar, I don't care. I won't help the Sith against the Republic. Not for anything. Not even for you.
You don't have to help the Sith mission. Not while I'm here. I see now it was a mistake to let you go into that temple. And I, of all people, should have seen this coming. First saw Kareth, and now you. I mean, I should be an expert on betrayal by now. No, but nothing.
Oh my god, get the violins out for Calf.
I won't join you, and I won't just stand aside and let you become ruler of the Sith again, Revan.
You don't stand a chance against all of us, Calf. That's not making
Run
a stand.
Mission. Go, go!
No, that's not making a stand. That's running away.
Let him go. We have more important things to worry about. We have to get to the Starforge and kill Malak. Then we can turn our attention to the Republic.
God, Bastila, I don't want to kill the Republic. I just want to rule the rule the galaxy. Is that a crime?
No, this isn't happening. It can't be happening.
It's alright, Mission. This is a parallel universe. It's not canon. I'm just doing this for the viewers so they can see what the dark side ending's like. How would Revan respond with this? You should have run when you had the chance, Mission.
No, I'm not just gonna stand aside and do nothing. You'll just have to kill me. But I don't think you will. I don't believe you've gone over to the dark side. Not totally. I don't think you'll kill me. Not if I don't attack you first.
It's a shame we have to kill Mission. Like, it'd be nice if you could just stun her and then leave. But, you know, BioWare didn't allow that option. Oh. I won't kill you. But Zalbar will, if I tell him to. But I just did, Zalbar. I just did.
Looks like you'll have to do your own dirty work, Revan. If you've got the guts.
Oh, I don't like doing option number 1 because it seems incredibly harsh for this game. And even for Revan it seems incredibly harsh. Oh, I would rather kill them both at the same time just so neither of them die even more unhappy than they would do. But for the sake of the gameplay, I'm going to show what happens if you manipulate Zalbar. This is like the one time I wish Force Persuade would fail. You swore a life debt to me, Zalbar. You'll do as I say. That is an incredibly flawed argument.
Zalbar, what are you saying? Revan can't force you to do anything you don't want to. It's me, Big Z. Mission. Please, Zalbar, don't do this. Please, no! Huh.
Well done, Lord Revan. You were as ruthless as Malak ever was. Quickly now, we have to get to the Starforge and destroy the usurper.
I feel so horrible. I hate doing that. It's probably the darkest moment of the entire game. You know, making Zalbar kill his own best friend. So the crew has been reduced to just me, Bastila, Canderous and the droids and Zalbar. We'll deal with Zalbar in a couple of minutes. Actually, I wonder if he's got anything to say. How do you feel now you've killed your best friend? No, apparently you can't ask him. That is a massive writing flaw. Bastila, you got anything nice to say?
With each passing moment, your old apprentice becomes stronger, Master. We must act quickly to exact your vengeance. Malak will pay for stealing the mantle of the Dark Lord from you.
Before we do that, I want to just go back outside and make sure I've got all the mission's stuff, because it might be useful. And we'll take Zalbar just very quickly. Yeah, her corpse is still there, and she has no remains. Okay, and Calf's ran off. So, we're done. Leave this planet forever. How dark-sided are we now? Oh, we're starting to head there. We're not very dark-sided, so we can't see what we look like with loads of skin. But I suppose I can always cheat it in. I might actually do that, you know. I might actually... I have got cheats enabled, so I might actually activate the cheats to show off what I would look like fully dark-sided. I just need to remember how to do it. I'll look it up in a couple of minutes. I think that I should do one thing before I go more fully dark-sided. So, let's go to the Starforge and see how this cutscene plays out now.
The Republic fleet must have got the message Karth sent as we were crashing onto that planet. Maybe we can use their arrival to our advantage. If Malak is distracted by the attack, we should be able to get in close enough to dock on the Starforge and hunt the Dark Lord down.
This is Admiral Fawn Dodonna to the Ebon Hawk. Do you read us?
Admiral Dodonna, this is Bastila Shan of the Jedi Order. We are receiving your transmission.
It is good to hear your voice, Bastila. We had thought you were lost to us. Karth's transmission reported that Malak had taken you prisoner.
The Jedi sent to rescue me from the Dark Lord did their job well, though I am sorry to report Karth did not survive the mission.
His loss is a great blow to the Republic. We could have used him in this battle. We were about to pull back. We're taking heavy losses against the Starforge.
Don't pull back, Admiral. You have to attack the Starforge now. Otherwise the Sith will use its power to destroy the Republic.
I'll try to press the attack, but we can't hold out much longer. Not unless you can use your battle meditation to turn the tide. This is Master Vandor. A number of Jedi Knights have joined our fleet under his command.
Bastila's power could help you win this battle, Admiral. But it will mean nothing if Malak escapes. Destroying the Starforge is secondary to stopping the Sith threat, once and for all.
What are you proposing?
A small squadron of Jedi Knights in snub fighters could penetrate the Sith blockade and dock on the space station. If they can find Malak, we can end the threat of the Sith forever.
I'll order the fleet to press the attack and provide some cover for your fighters. But what if Bastila and her battle meditation?
Bastila, you and the Padawan should join us. We will need the combined strength of our entire order to defeat Malak.
As you wish, Master Vandar.
And may the Force be with you.
The fools. Even Master Vandar did not realize you've reclaimed your identity as the Dark Lord. The Jedi strike team and the Republic forces will provide the perfect distraction as we hunt down your ex-apprentice. And once we have slain Malak, I can use my battle meditation and the power of the Starforge to crush the Republic fleet. All our enemies will be destroyed in a single glorious day.
That cutscene we just watched is one of my absolute favourite cutscenes in the entire game. One, because it's so radically different to the light side version where Carth has that talk with Admiral Dodonna, and there's a lot of differences between the two. So whilst the light side version, it's dramatic in the sense that there's a lot going on and that things could go downhill rapidly, but the tone is a lot more triumphant, whereas when you're on the dark side version, the soundtrack becomes a lot more, it becomes a lot quieter and it becomes a lot more thoughtful and more ominous. It's really effectively paced by BioWare. It's one of my favourite cutscenes in the entire game, and I like how BioWare basically made the focus of that cutscene. They altered it drastically, even though it's effectively the same in terms of what Admiral Dodonna tells you. There's a lot of differences between the two, and I know I'm rambling a bit, but I love how that cutscene is handled. But I think the dark side version gets bonus points for how it handles things. So let's get on with it. We have to take Bastila with us, but we'll take Zalbar for now. I'm going to skip most of that cutscene because it's effectively the same as it was on the light side. They get tricked and they're not prepared and all that stuff. I'm going to skip it, basically. We don't need to see it. Although the Jedi actually fought better this time around, so well done, guys. You actually did your job. Now, let's head off into the Starforge, see what happens. I'm sure nothing bad can possibly happen. It seems in your anger you killed her. Might as well create Revenge of the Sith while I'm here. Yes, I did something very evil, Zalbar. I'm so sorry. I didn't want to do it, but I did it for the sake of the recording. We'll kill you now. He might actually be quite tough. Oh god, he is. Oh good god. Okay, Zalbar's actually tough. This is bad. No, don't run towards him. We're trying to fight an angry Wookiee. Don't do that. Oh good, the Jedi are helping us. Awesome. Right, please work. Okay, we slowed him down. That's good. Insanity. Yes, this makes perfect sense because he's going insane with grief over killing Mission. And he's only worth 35 experience points. What a shame. Okay, we get all of Zalbar's gear. Why didn't we get that with Juhani and Jolee then? Bastila, you let me down. Right, we need to go and get Canderous because we can't do the party selection thing. So let's go back to the Ebon Hawk, get some free healing, and then we can get Canderous out. And there's one thing I want to double check before I leave. Yeah, Bastard's profile, you know, I keep saying profile picture as if this is social media. Bastard's portrait is actually fine here, it's just in the game. Very bizarre. So, Canderous, you're coming with us now because Zalbar decided he didn't want to be evil. So, we're actually the lightest out of the three. Bastila is super dark-sided now, and Canderous is very dark-sided, but not as much as Bastila, and then we're neutral / dark side. So, I'm going to see what happens if I enter the cheat for dark side corruption and hope it works. Okay, it did work to an extent. Yeah, I'm fully dark-sided now. However, because I downloaded a mod which, you know, because I downloaded a mod that replaced one of the heads in the beginning of the game, I don't have the grey skin like I normally would. And in a way, I prefer it this way, just having yellow eyes and actually looking like a regular human with some corruption, as opposed to now you look like a walking corpse. We're now fully dark-sided, and I think it makes sense because we killed Mission, we killed Zalbar, we killed Jolie and Juhani. I know the game basically addresses this later on, but I'm disappointed that BioWare didn't see that particular cutscene as an opportunity to highlight that, you know, Malak going, "Where's Bastila?" Basically, that would have been some nice foreshadowing for later on. But whatever, the cutscene's the same. It's just something I would have liked to have seen if BioWare had wrote it in. They do discuss it later on, but
so
not here. Now hopefully this will be easier with... Oh, that's a point. I forgot to upgrade Bastila's lightsaber. Damn it. And there's no workbenches. Oh well, that's what I get for cheapening the one fight with Jolie and Juhani, I guess. So, I need to put shields on. And if Bastila can, yeah, have extra awareness, that'll be useful for you. And could Canderous use Zalbar's swords, maybe? Yeah, use a Wookiee sword. Why not? Okay, so this is effectively going to be exactly the same as the previous part, except with a few differences towards the end of the game. But this whole fight thing is essentially the same as before. I fell for the same trick again because I'm an idiot. So I'm expecting to die quite a lot again because this part of the game always screws me over. Oh, and I'm losing force points a lot more rapidly now because I'm on the dark side, which is a bit of a problem because heal is incredibly useful. But the dark-sided powers shouldn't detract my force points too much, or deduct from my force points too much. Yeah, they don't really do anything. So, let's do this. I seem to be having trouble talking today. I don't know if it's because I'm out of practice or what, but I seem to be stuttering every so often. I need to improve that. But what does it matter? Because this is the last part. This is unofficial. This is just a bonus episode because I wanted to do it. I will say one thing about the dark-sided ending in this game that I haven't commented on before. Whilst I was saying that one cutscene on the Ebon Hawk was really well done, one thing I forgot to mention was how the cinematography for that scene, it's improved significantly over the earlier bulk of the game. If you look at some of the earlier cutscenes, they're quite stiff in some cases, like they look stiff, and I know that's limitations of the engine and various other things, but when it came to that dark side cutscene, BioWare played around with those limitations and they made a very effective, you know, they had a very effective use of lighting, they had an effective use of camera angles, various things, and I feel it shows towards the end of the game. It doesn't really show up too well at the beginning, but towards the end it starts improving a lot. Just something I thought I'd throw out there whilst I'm here, dying. And I've learnt my lesson about mods. I shouldn't download them if it causes problems like this white box. But I'm never going to learn, naturally. The hard bit is coming up again.
Wow.
So I'm going to put all this on, speed all the way down to the left and hope for the best. And also, I think I get Darth Revan's robes properly in this room, if I remember correctly. Because of mods, I should actually have the proper robes instead of whatever the game normally gives you. So we'll get those in a moment, once this has calmed down. That went so much better than last time, thankfully. Deactivate the guns, for definite. Customised robes, hopefully it gives us something good. Because it does give you different robes depending on what side you're on. Although I'm not sure if it's tied to what alignment you are or what ending you've picked. I'm not sure. So we've got Darth Revan's robes. Let's have a look at those, shall we? Oh yes, now we're talking. Very nice. We haven't got the mask, but or at least I don't think we got the mask, or have we? I can't tell with the shield on. But it looks very good. We actually survived that on the second attempt, so that wasn't too bad. Again, I'm going to cut all these battles out because you've seen it once before, and also it's exactly the same. So until we get to the actual interesting bits that are different, I'm skipping most of this. And here's where the changes happen.
You summoned us, Lord Malak.
Bastila has betrayed me. I must select a new successor to be my apprentice. One who will one day take the mantle of Sith Lord away from me. Of all the Dark Jedi that have sworn allegiance to me, you three are the strongest. One of you will have the honor of becoming my new apprentice, if you prove yourself worthy.
Tell me what I must do, Master. Anything.
Revan is on the Starforge, looking to reclaim the title of Dark Lord of the Sith. Wait here for my old master. Whichever one of you deals the killing blow to Revan will become my new apprentice.
We will not fail you, Master.
Yep, that sounds entirely reasonable. How do we prove which one kills me, though?
Perhaps you will triumph, but even if you fail, it will give me the time I need to complete my preparations of the station's defenses. And then we shall see if Revan can stand against the full fury of the Starforge.
So it's a cutscene that's not quite as good as the light side version, but it's still good. And it at least addresses, you know, Bastila abandoning Malak. But anyway, let's do this and hope we don't die. Oh good, he was taken out in one hit. And so was he. If they can all get taken out in one hit, that will be very useful. There is actually a weapon in this game that does kill enemies in one hit, and it's a gun that kills everyone in one hit. And KotOR has it for one area in the game. You can cheat to get it in, but I've never seen the need for it, so I've never bothered. And they're still locking the door from us, which is lovely. We're almost close to the end again, which is good. We got through this a lot quicker than we did on the light side ending, because I'm actually playing properly for once. Until this happens, naturally. Good, Bastila saved herself from death. Stop using Force Wave. Stop actually using a strategy. Here we go, battle time. Let's see what the apprentices have to say, or the Dark Jedi. Let's see what they have to say.
You were a fool to betray the Master, and an even bigger fool to return to the Starforge.
The only fools are those who still follow Malak. Open your eyes and see the true Lord of the Sith. Revan has returned.
Revan is nothing. Malak earned the title of Dark Lord by defeating his old master. And now I will become Malak's new apprentice by doing the same.
Liars. Malak didn't take the Dark Lord title from me fairly. He did it in a cowardly way. Okay, so all of these Dark Jedi have different lightsaber combinations, which is quite nice. And they also have different coloured robes, which I find quite cute for this stage of the game. Oh my god, they're actually using strategy. They're actually... And Bastila's already dead. Well done. But it's okay, because Canderous is a beast, so he'll just kill them instead.
Sure.
Here it is!
Well, Bastila, you were useless. You were absolutely useless. It was just me and Canderous that had to do it all. I'll actually see what they've got on them. Nothing interesting. Right then. So,
what can I do?
You need to heal desperately. I don't know why I'm bothering to heal you, considering you didn't do very well there, but I'll be fair.
What? Yes?
Let's see if we can go to face Malak with all three of us. I doubt it, but we'll have a quick look anyway.
The Starforge is under assault from the entire Republic fleet. If I don't use my battle meditation to turn the tide, Admiral Dodonna's capital ships will destroy the Starforge. I have to stay here in the command center so that I can best use my battle meditation against our enemy. If I don't, the Starforge will be lost. You must go to face Malak without me. Find him, kill him, and reclaim the title of Dark Lord of the Sith.
To be honest, it'd be better off if we just let the Starforge get blown up, but whatever. Oh, some of these cutscenes will change as well. This one won't, but the next few definitely will.
The battle is turning against us. The entire Sith fleet reacts instantly to our every strategy. Every fighter and capital ship attack in perfect unison. I've never seen such military precision.
I have, but never from the Sith. It's almost as if... No. Bastila is using her battle meditation against us.
What? Impossible. She's on our side.
Not anymore, Admiral. I sensed something different about Bastila during her transmission, but I thought I was only feeling the evil presence of the Starforge itself. I see now, I was wrong. Bastila has turned to the dark side, Admiral. You have to give the order to retreat.
I can't do that. This might be our only chance to destroy the Starforge. We can't withdraw. We can't.
Then, you will lose.
He's right, you know. I love the subtle differences there again with that one cutscene where you can tell the Republic is actually getting annihilated there. And Vandar doesn't mention Revan in that entire conversation. I'm sure he's considering, you know, the whole knows that Revan is now on the dark side again, but he only ever mentions Bastila, which I find interesting. But anyway, we're going to see the exact same cutscene again from Malak, so let's just get this over with. And you think this is going to bother me? Why? I'm not on the light side anymore.
I tire of this game, Revan. You have been a thorn in my side from the moment I seized the mantle of Dark Lord from your feeble grasp. You made a mistake coming here, Revan. The Starforge fuels my command of the dark side. You are no match for me here, and this time you will not escape.
Ooh, look at them yellow eyes. I love what the modder did with the dark side version of this face here. Well, this slight redesign of this face. I am the Dark Lord reborn. Bow down before me, Malak.
You have reclaimed your identity, Revan, but you have lost the power you once wielded. You are not the Dark Lord anymore. You are nothing. You are an insignificant speck beneath my notice. I have surpassed you in every way and accomplished what you never could. I have unleashed the full potential of this Rakatan factory. You had no idea of the power within this place. Its very walls are alive with dark side energies. And now, my old master, I will let the Starforge itself destroy you.
And we've got to do all this again. So I'm going to skip it from here because you don't need to see this happen again. And you want to get to the good bit with the actual fight with me and Malak, so let's do that. Final battle time. This time for the mantle of Dark Lord of the Sith. I'm sure it will go very well. Let's see how the dialogue changes here, because I'm sure it does a bit.
Well done, Revan. I was certain the defenses of the Starforge would destroy you. But I see there is more of your old self in you than I expected. You are stronger than I thought.
Yeah, I even have the robes
stronger
back.
Than you ever were during your reign as the Dark Lord. I did not think that was possible.
I was always stronger than you, Malak. That was why I was the master.
Once you were stronger than me, Revan. But as your apprentice, I surpassed you. The master must always be stronger than the apprentice. That was why I betrayed you.
You betrayed me from afar. You were afraid to face me, Malak.
No, I was prepared to face you, Revan. But fate presented me with a better option. I saw my opportunity and seized it. The trap set by the Jedi only hastened my decision. If they had not attacked, I would have challenged you for mastery of the Sith soon enough.
You knew I was stronger than you. You still know it. And you underestimated me back then. You still do.
I cannot deny your resilience. You survived my first betrayal thanks to Bastula's interference. You escaped the destruction of Taris, and you escaped me on the Leviathan. You even survived my attempt to destroy you with the Starforge itself. Fate and destiny have conspired to keep you alive despite all my efforts. We have been inexorably pushed to this final confrontation, Revan. I see now that this can only be settled when one of us destroys the other. Once again, we shall face each other in single combat, and the victor will decide the fate of the galaxy.
Oh, here we go. Right then. Let's do this. And not miss, hopefully. I said not miss. Okay, we're missing. Fine, take that off. Use the weaker lightsaber. This is actually going worse than my light side playthrough, from what I remember. Where's the life support packs? There we go. That did nothing. Oh, and I'm dead. Yeah, Malak, you're correct. You're the Dark Lord of the Sith. Well done. Take number 2. This time with the stronger lightsaber. Hopefully this goes better than last time. And actually put stuff on, because that would be useful. Yeah, that's going better. Excellent. That's what I want to see.
You continue to amaze me, Revan. If only you had been the one to uncover the true power of the Starforge, you might have become truly invincible. But you were a fool.
I still have a chance in this
All you saw
ending.
was an enormous factory. All you ever imagined was an infinite fleet rolling forth to crush the Republic. You are blind, Revan. Blind and stupid.
Is there some point to this? What are you talking about?
The Starforge is more than just a space station. In some ways, it is like a living creature. It hungers, and it can feed on the dark side that is within all of us. Look around you, Revan. See the bodies? You should recognize them from the Academy. These are Jedi who fell when I attacked Dantooine. For all intents and purposes, dead, except for one difference. I have not let them become one with the Force. Instead, I have brought them here. The Starforge corrupts what remains of their power and transfers the dark taint to me. You cannot beat me, Revan. Not here on the Starforge. Not when I can draw upon the power of all these Jedi. And once you are beaten, I will do the same to you. You will be trapped in a terrible existence between life and death, your power feeding me as I conquer the galaxy.
Man, all this talking is making me wish I just set up that Easter egg ending you can use where you turn Malak into a dancing Twi'lek and the Taris Cantina music plays. Look it up. I've never actually activated that ending before, but I know it exists. Maybe one day I'll do it, who knows, but I'm not going to do it today. So we're going to fight Malak properly, and we don't have... Yeah, we can't do the dark-sided version, unfortunately, or can we? Oh, we can! Yes, we can. Okay, cool. So I can use Force Lightning on them. Awesome. Because that will make more sense than freeing them. Because we're evil, naturally. So now they become horrible looking walking corpses instead. And we want to do this so we don't draw the fight out for too long. I can't even remember if Force Lightning normally works on these guys. Maybe it does. It's probably because I'm used to having Force Storm at this point. Right, now for the actual fight. Assuming Malak doesn't take away all my Force powers. Please don't take... Oh, you have. Okay. You want to play it that way? Fine. We will do it this way then.
Here.
Okay, we'll go back to having 2 lightsabers again because I feel like it. I feel a bit more confident now. There we go, dead.
Impossible. I cannot be beaten. I am the Dark Lord of the Sith.
No, Malak. I am the true Sith Master.
Yes. I cannot deny it any longer. You are the one who deserves to be the Dark Lord. You were the one who found the first star map on Dantooine, Revan. It was you who led us on our quest for the Starforge. I only followed in your wake. I tried to usurp your rule, to steal the title of Sith Master from you. But now I understand. The destiny is yours, Revan. Not mine. You You are Darth Revan, Lord. Lord of the Sith. And I am nothing.
Ah, we don't get to give any pity party here. The apprentice has learned his final lesson.
And so it ends, as I somehow always knew it must. In darkness.
See you, Malak. Oh yeah, we look so evil.
We've lost another capital ship. It's hopeless. All Republic forces pull back! Pull back!
It is too late to retreat, Admiral. The Sith Armada has cut us off. There is no escape for us now.
Then the Republic is doomed.
Well, maybe you should have listened to Master Vandar.
Malak is dead. All hail the return of Darth Revan, the true Lord of the Sith.
All hail Lord Revan. All hail Lord Revan. All hail Lord Revan.
The Sith bow before you. You have reclaimed your rightful throne. The Jedi Order is in tatters. It is only a matter of time until your Sith minions wipe them from the face of the galaxy. The Republic fleet is decimated. The core worlds are defenseless against us.
I love my low polygon army. They look so good. Sadly, we don't get to see Karth again because we're not female and we didn't fall in love with him. So that part of the Knights of the Old Republic restoration mod, I cannot show you because I am not female, nor did I fall in love with Karth. Who knows, maybe I'll have to play through this game again as a female and show off what happens there. And there we go. That's Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic completed again, but with the dark side ending this time. And it's been fun playing Knights of the Old Republic. I don't want to repeat myself from the last part because I already did that over the last time we saw the credit sequence. But essentially, that now means we're done with Knights of the Old Republic, apart from a few things I couldn't show you, like the aforementioned cut ending from the dark side female ending, where Karth comes back and tries to convince you to join him on the light side. And you can accept to go back on the light side in the cut ending. So in the normal game, you don't have that option. You only have the option to just kill him there. But on the cut ending, you can actually renounce the dark side there and then, and you and Karth and Bastila and the Ebon Hawk and everybody else dies on the Starforge. You can see why that ending was cut. But who knows, maybe we'll play a female Revan one day. I'm not sure. I'm not a big fan of female Revan, but who knows, maybe I'll have to do another recording of this game at some point. But it's not going to be for a long time, because we're done with Knights of the Old Republic. It's been almost a full year in the making, and it's taken me a very long time to do. And I will do Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2, the Sith Lords, at some point. I don't know when, but it is going to be sooner rather than later. and I can imagine that's also going to take me an incredibly long time to do. So I shall see you again at some point in the future, but again, thank you for watching, and goodbye.